All right, let's do this. What's going on, Sages? It's your boy CJ, and today we're going to be talking about burnout, specifically with content creation. And I personally am not burnt out by content creation, but I definitely have gotten there several times. All of the times where like I had to rebrand the channel and I had to take a little bit of a break, whether it's a week, a month, whatever the case is, from just uploading and posting and stuff like that, because I never stopped creating. I just didn't upload and I didn't post. But I mean, essentially, what's the point of the creation part of it for social media if you don't actually upload it, right? So the content creation part of it honestly is useless. But you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. Social media has just really delved into this like just cacophony of just like people begging for likes and asking to click in affiliate links and all these different types of things. And the real purpose behind what has been causing the burnout is within these problems. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a conversation about my personal thoughts on that. So nowadays, when you go on social media, and I'm going to be using specifically Instagram for these examples because honestly, I fucking hate Instagram, and it's just such a garbage social media site. Like, I don't know. It's like, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. We're not going to do it. I'm not going to get into this is supposed to be a short video. This is supposed to be a short video-ish, right? So we're not going to get into a tangent. Tangent mode deactivated, right? But I dislike Instagram. I dislike mainly the way that it's not built for people to get their stuff out there. It's built more so for whoever has the quickest way of getting their point across wins, right? The engagement that is used or like the tactics used to engage with viewers it's just not for the right reasons, in my opinion. Like, why we get up every morning, right? And the first thing that most of us do is we go to our phones and we turn on social media. We look on Instagram, whatever our notifications, blah, blah, blah. But majority of us are not on social media because we want to make stuff on social media. We're on social media because it was originally used as a way to connect with people, connect with your friends, connect with family members, and show them what you're doing in somewhat real time, posting pictures and videos of yourself and what you're doing to share parts of your life with them. But now it's more so just geared towards like, it's essentially just a marketing app, right? Businesses, small businesses, corporations, franchises, they make social media content because it's the easiest way to engage with people nowadays, right? The going door to door and leaving flyers and magazine ads and all that stuff is in the past. Like we're in the 21st century. Age of technology, you feel me? And they're not about to be held back by some paper medium. No. They're going new age, all right? Very chic, very stylish. And it's the feeling of like mutual connection is just very lost. It's just very lost, very lost in what social media is nowadays. Like people, I think a lot of people just scroll on social media because like that's the thing to do. Get up, immediately scramble on my bed looking for my phone, and then open it up to see that bright ass blue light burn my retinas just to see whether or not I got 2 extra likes on a post that I made 6 days ago, or whether or not my reel has finally cracked 300 likes because I don't know, like whatever the reason is. And it's mainly for those people who are trying to do it, that unfortunate idea comes about. The idea that the reasoning that you are putting content out on social media is no longer just for the joy of the creation. It's just because that's like what we do now, which is kind of fucking sad, to be completely honest. So I think another big contributor really, and this is quite specifically for Instagram and honestly TikTok as well, sort of, but it's like, TikTok and Instagram's reasonings are kind of different. And hopefully by the time I've posted this, the government hasn't completely taken away TikTok, because I actually enjoy TikTok quite a bit. Oh no. Shit, I'm so sorry. But yeah, nowadays, a lot of the content on social media is passive, right? And by passive content, essentially what that is that as you scroll on social media, right? On Instagram specifically, you see people's content. You see someone posting something about fixing up their car, a fashion trend, someone's blog, whatever the case may be, right? And it's just in your face. You don't get to choose what you see, really. I mean, you can kind of choose by clicking, interested, not interested, whatever the case is, and the algorithm kind of fixes itself to like show more of that stuff in front of you. But it doesn't really, you don't really have much like control over the other things and aspects of what kind of media that you take in. So it's very much like you don't even control the media that comes in front of your face. So it's like, why would you care about it? Right? Why would you indulge in it? There is no engagement with that kind of content. All the comments you see, right, on these different posts and stuff like that. It's wow, cool, and oh my gosh, that's fi. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, nobody's really like paying attention to any of this stuff. It's really just flying by them. The whole point of the scheme, I guess, is that you get your viewers or your audience to stay on it the longest and engage the most in whatever social media that you're making. Like if your video has a lot of comments, if your video has a lot of likes, that precedents people to like also comment and like, which is weird because it's like, then how do small businesses, small creators and things of that nature grow? Like, you just have to hope that you do the thing that works in the current trend era. One of the trends on TikTok that I had seen recently was this trend where it was like this girl in a green hoodie and like this guy was like spinning her, like it was, "You're spinning me around." I'm gonna put the sound here, whatever. Like, they're spinning around, whatever the case is, and then when it says "my feet are off the ground," you're supposed to pick up the girl, right? In the video specifically, the guy can't physically lift the girl, and the people were blaming him in the comments, bro. Absolutely charbroiling this man, right? And it was just like, I went to their page and I was looking at their, like, that video got like maybe 1 million views or something like that, and like there were like 50,000 comments or whatever. The rest of their videos, like, obviously a little bit of inflation due to the fact that they had a trending viral video, obviously, but 6,000 views, 7,000 views, maybe 100 comments, whatever the case is. And these were all comments within the last couple days of the video posting. So obviously all of that traffic was related to their viral post, right? But had they not made that viral post, had they not done that trend, had they stuck to them doing whatever else they want, like whatever else they were talking about on the page, what were the likelihoods of them being able to blow up in that way? You know what I'm saying? So it's just really like, I can see how creators get burnt out from trying to fight the algorithm so heavily, as opposed to, because not all social media is bad, right? As opposed to YouTube, which, and this is not me glazing, I'm not trying to glaze YouTube here, because YouTube has its own problems, but as opposed to YouTube being in a way where it's like you can post long form content, I think YouTube and Twitch are really the only places to do long form content with any actual substance. Like, we're here trying to essentially just, hold on, sorry, I have to fix my volume. Hello. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so YouTube essentially is just like one of the main places to post long form content. Like, you can post meaningful things here. Like, unlike Instagram, where you have to just kind of accept all of the content that's in your face, YouTube, you have to pick and choose what content you engage with, right? Like, the videos are all on your screen or whatever the case is, but the content creator has to go through making a thumbnail, making a good title, something to hook you, whatever the case is. And once you're hooked, then you're in the video and you're engaging with it. And most of the time you've clicked on the video because you have some interest in the video. I mean, I would hope that for this video specifically, we're talking about social media content and burnout and things of that nature. I would assume that you have some type of vested interest in the video itself. So, you would comment, you would like, you would subscribe. You like that call to action I did there? No, yeah, but do like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because even though there are other content creators that are burnt out, I'm definitely not. So But yeah, you know, it's not the greatest. It's not anywhere near like substantial, big, huge difference, but it is better that, you know, YouTube has the ability to do that long form content, you know, and because storytelling at the end of the day is always going to be something that's in style. Like people are always going to want to tell stories. They're always going to want to, you know, save memories and express ideas, and you can't really do that in a minute and 30 seconds. You know, it takes a lot more time, and honestly, I would want more time to express the level of emotion that I do feel in some of these videos and I do feel about some of these topics, you know. But I mean, it's fucking social media, bro. So like, what are we really expecting out of it? You know, TikTok's about to go probably in a little bit, but again, we'll see what happens by the time this video is up. And honestly, it just promotes more trash being put out there. Like nobody really cares about the content they're creating anymore, because the point is that it's passive. Like the point is that it's just gonna be there and someone's gonna stumble upon it, and you're hoping that more people stumble upon your specific video. You know, like they're not there to make quality stuff. They're there to make good enough stuff that hooks enough people, that gets them into their brand funnel, that gets them into their business, that gets them into buying a product from them. And that's essentially all it is these days. It's just a marketing ploy. And it's like that, like just the absolute flaming trash heaps of content that's on the internet these days. It's just, it's abysmal and truly just fucking mind-boggling, to say the least. Well, you know, it's crazy that you guys made it this far into the video. I feel like since you're already here, you might as well just take your thumb, right? Take your thumb, put it right here, put it right here. Just give it a good sniff, right? And jam it into the like button and into the subscribe button and on that notification bell so you can be uploaded. So you can be updated whenever I post a video and you don't miss a single thing. Thanks. And throughout this, I've been kind of speaking on the like aspect of like how this affects creators. Obviously, the video itself is talking about burnout and how like a lot of people on social media have just been feeling not as, you know, motivated to create anything on social media, at least not those who are trying not necessarily to draw in a huge crowd of people because they're trying to sell a product or, you know, get affiliate link clicks or, you know, make people purchase a course from them for waxing their asshole or whatever the case is, right? But damn, I don't know what happened to me just now, bro. My nose just went super blocked and I feel like I can't breathe now. This is your fault. This is your fault. This is your fault, Hades. This is on you. Anyways. Specifically, we've been talking about just the burnout of content creators. And honestly, you know, if you just sit down and really watch all of the pieces and how they line up together, right? Like this is essentially, like social media has essentially become this thing where it's like they're the smaller content creators, like their content doesn't get pushed out to people. Their content doesn't get pushed out towards anybody who would meaningfully engage with it other than those who are actively searching for it, you know. And it was a way for people to get their art out there, right? Content creation started out originally with creating videos that people just wanted to create because they wanted to create them, not because necessarily they wanted to make a brand or have a business. Not to say that, you know, this couldn't have been used for that case, but that wasn't the original intention. And now everything is just simply a marketing ploy to make money, right? So it's no surprise that content creators are feeling burnt out, that they're feeling demotivated, because the platforms are no longer built for them to be motivated. Sure, creator fund, oh my gosh, so great, I can get a couple cents to the dollar whenever somebody watches an ad for 10 seconds on my thing. But you know, like, what does that mean when the point that I'm trying to get across is the fact that there's such a deep inner beauty to life, and that's what I'm trying to portray, and I'm getting a Ford F-150 car ad in the middle of my thing. Always just not have ads on your stuff, but then it's like, you can't really do the stuff you want to do in the same way with the same degree of professionalism, because that kind of stuff requires money. It's kind of pointless, honestly, to put anything out, because people don't want to engage. They don't want to be real with your content, and they're not looking for that kind of stuff anyway. If the attention is being grabbed by flashy lights and cool music, right, and things of that nature, like just sitting down and talking in front of a camera is no longer cool. It's no longer like fun unless you're like a 7 on the attractiveness scale, and then maybe people will stick around for an extra 30 seconds, but that's about it, right? So it's just the weighing of all of that and trying to manage all of that, fighting the algorithm, fighting your audience, you know, fighting yourself for the things that you're creating because you're not super confident or super, you know, happy with what it is that's being made. It's just tough. So we've kind of come to the end of the video, and you know, now we're at the part where we kind of think of like what the solution is to this problem. Honestly, not a fucking thing. Not a single damn thing, bro. Like, really, it's just, I mean, I don't think the problem is big enough that, you know, we are gonna gather people together to like fight the way that the algorithms work or how social media content creation in and of itself is created, because that would require fundamental change on the side of the actual social media company, right? And I don't think they're gonna just change their systems because a couple people are getting a little burnt out or a little weary from creating videos all day long, and, you know, honestly, potentially making thousands of dollars, because let's be real, social media right now is the way to make money online. It just is. That's where most people are, and you gotta, money is where the people are, right? You know, it's just like at that point, what you do is you change how you consume content, right? You actively look for the littler content creators, you know, like you be cognizant of the fact that all this fast-paced editing, whatever the case is, all in your face, flashy, big lights, blah, 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 is not necessarily content in the good way. And by that, I mean, like, not that the content that they're creating is inherently bad, but that it has become the sole purpose of these apps. And that at the end of the day, if that's what it's going to be, and it's just going to be marketing ploys and affiliate links, and come like my story, come like my post, like my reel, get it out to other people, because honestly, I have seen more pages talking about how to blow up on social media than pages that are actually blown up on social media. But you know, I think about it this way: if all social media disappeared tomorrow, like, and all I had was trendy Instagram reels and, you know, funny TikTok sounds and stuff like that, videos to funny TikTok sounds, like, what would I do with that? I can't do anything with that, you know? Like, there will always be a reason to study and to learn longer form media content, taking pictures, making videos, videography, editing, things of that nature. Like, it'll always be something that's needed, because forever and always will we need to tell stories. I mean, unless we become immortal somehow, I guess, then I guess it doesn't really matter. But, you know, being realistic, we will always need to tell stories. We'll always need to share information. We'll always want to have memories to look back on, you know? Like, storytelling is a fundamental aspect of not just content, but the human experience as a whole. To engage and connect with people, you tell a story. You tell your story. And I think that that's the element that we've really lost as a result of the growth and boom of creating social media content online. But like I always say, what do I know? This is not advice. I don't give advice out on this channel, so don't look to me for it. But anyways, what do I know? Thanks for watching. Click subscribe, click like. You know, let me know if you guys are feeling burnt out. If you make social media content or create anything, have you been feeling burnt out and demotivated at all? Anyways, my name is CJ. This has been the Sage Tower, and I'm catching you in the next video. Deuces. All right, I gotta go take a piss. Ugh.